Goldrush Chevrolet in Auburn, California is offering GM employee pricing on every new 2013 Chevy in stock. Plus, every pre-owned vehicle will be priced to sell. Use this opportunity to grab the 2013 Chevy Corvette. That's Goldrush Chevrolet in Auburn, California.
With Friday night lights looming, the Blitz is back with another high school football pregame kickoff show. This weekend, Del Oro's Golden Eagles continue their gauntlet schedule, traveling south to take on powerhouse Notre Dame of Sherman Oaks. Two Auburn sisters will be cheerleading for different teams, and Bear River's Bruins will hit the road and open their season at Union Mine. But we start this week's episode of the Blitz at Placer High School talking with Hillman head coach Joey Montoya, whose team dropped its season opener last week against Central Catholic in a 49-13 loss. Joe, you've had a couple days now to see some tape from the game. What'd you see?
That we're young, we got some work to do, and that Central Catholic's a good football team. And unfortunately for us, our schedule doesn't get much easier. We're going to be playing some good football teams here quickly. One starting this week with Christian Brothers, and so we've just got to get better and stay the course.
Last week from up in the press box, looked like on some of the plays you guys are having trouble finding room to run. Was that something you noticed on tape?
Yeah, what it came down to is they were more physical than us Friday night, and that's something we're trying to figure out. It was going to be a work in progress. We knew that, and hey, you got to give Central Catholic all the credit. Friday night they were the more physical team, they were the better team, but luckily for us, it's a new week, and we're going to stay at it.
What are some of the things you guys are working on this week to make adjustments from last week?
We moved some guys around, some guys that we felt weren't given the effort that we expect out of them, and we've challenged them and are at it, and we've put Friday behind us, and we're looking forward to the next practice and the next day and the next game and see where we go from there.
Christian Brothers got a pretty big win last week. You guys see them on tape yet?
Yeah, great talent. They put people in space. They create a lot of conflicts. They're big and strong and physical and fast on defense. And so no doubt we've got our hands full again. It's at Lefevre Stadium, which we're excited about, and we're excited about a new challenge. On
paper, it looks like they're a pretty balanced team. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, absolutely. They run the ball well. They throw the ball well. They've got a great screen game, which we've really been working on, their screen game, because they do it very, very well. And so no doubt we have our hands full.
Anything else you like to add, Coach?
It's great to be home.
In Lake of the Pines, Auburn Journal correspondent Trevor Horn caught up with Terry Logue, who's enjoying coaching his returning field goal kicker, Blake Nielsen.
Terry, as a former kicker yourself, how much pleasure do you get in being able to work with a kicker like Blake and his capabilities?
Well, I always get a lot of pleasure working with the kickers, although I was the old square-toed, straight-on kicker, and these soccer guys kind of do it a little different, and their steps are a little different. But as far as the snap and the hold, that's all the same, and the timing involved and all that. Coach Savoy actually is kind of an expert on the soccer-style kicking, but Blake had a great junior year, and we're expecting a big year out of him as a senior.
Back at Placer High, we caught up with Hillman running back Todd Valier to see what went wrong for his team last week. Todd, you guys had a tough loss last week. A lot of times from watching up in the press box, it looked like you guys didn't have much room to run. What was going on in the backfield?
I thought it was really nerves, with a lot of people, I don't know really how to put it. It's just we weren't just playing physical, we weren't playing Hillman football like we usually do, and this week we're definitely going to bounce back, and we have the Christian Brothers, and hopefully, we're just going to work this week as hard as we can, because we felt really bad, Friday night. We felt like crap after that game, it just wasn't us, and so we're going to come back down this Friday and better showing this week for us.
What are some of the things you guys are working on this week to try to bounce back?
Just really being physical, last week we just really got to hand it to us, and it starts with the front, and then our backs, just faking, and it's the little things that matter really, just every down you just got to play like it's your last.
Unlike the Hillman, Bear River had a bye last week. The Bruins are looking forward to getting on the field and starting their 2013 campaign.
How excited are you for Friday night? On the road, Union Mine. You get to get the senior year going.
I'm really excited. I think it'll be a really good first game for us. I'm thinking we're going to do some special things. It'll be nice to see how our juniors are doing this year, because I've never seen them play with our team. So it's going to be exciting. Union Mine has some pretty good players, but I think we've got our work cut out for us, and as long as we have a good week, I think it'll be a successful game for us.
Up next, we've got a first on the Blitz. We caught up with a cheerleader at Placer High School. The cheerleaders, just like the football players, put in hard work in the off-season and still have to do all their homework during the week in order to enjoy Friday Night Lights. We're here at Placer High School with Ciara Hutton. Ciara is a cheerleader this year for the Hillmen, and on an interesting note, her sister is also going to be cheerleading for the San Francisco 49ers. Ciara, tell us a little bit about how exciting this football season is with you cheerleading for the Hillmen and your sister down in San Francisco.
It's really fun. It's definitely really a lot busier than any of our other years, but I love being on the sidelines, and I can't wait to watch my sister.
You're kind of following in her footsteps, becoming a cheerleader?
Yeah, definitely. She definitely inspired me to go out for the cheer team for Placer.
And what else have you done to follow in her footsteps?
Well, I've danced just like she's danced her entire life, and then her junior year of high school, she tried out for her cheer team, and so I kind of did the same thing. And I don't know, I might try out for 49ers if that's the area I'm in.
Your first year cheerleader here. What was it like being here at Placer High School on Friday night for the first game last week?
It was really, really fun. I love being on the sidelines, and it's kind of different from being in the gold mine and cheering, but it was really fun, and I can't wait for next week.
All right, anything else you think we should be aware of?
Go Placer.
Last but not least on the Blitz, we'll take a look at this week's slate, which features 5 games between all the local teams. This week we've got 4 games that are kicking off on Friday, starting with the Placer Hillmen taking on Christian Brothers in Auburn at 7:30. The Hillmen are looking to rebound from last week's loss. Up in Colfax, in a battle of the birds, the Falcons will take on the Eagles. In Forest Hill, San Juan comes to town, coming off a 70-point win, and the Wildfires are looking to get in the win column. Bear River will open its season at Union Mine. And on Saturday, Del Oro will take on Notre Dame. No, not that Notre Dame. Well, that wraps up this edition of the Blitz. For more on Placer County football, pick up a print edition copy of the Auburn Journal or head over to auburnjournal.com. We'll see you next week.